So a build up, right? This crescendo.
Like a slow vibe Saturday. It is a slow vibe Saturday. Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Saturday. And we have to tell everyone Telly has finally entered the 40 Club. So,
girl, I am so
happy.
I am so happy and honored to be a part of the Sexy 40 Club. I am surrounded by gorgeous and handsome 40-year-olds that know that when you hit that number, no, you no longer care. I'm telling y'all, get to 40.
Well,
and you all get to 40.
We were telling Telly we turned 40, and there was just this attitude of like, we just don't give a F. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes. We made it, we're 40. We're not asking for permission from anybody to be ourselves. So she is entered, and she's ready to go. Now, we got a lot of show to go into, so welcome to 40, Telly, and
thank you so much,
else. Introduce
Thank
yourself.
you.
Yes, welcome to Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. My name is Karsia. I'm so happy to be here with you all again, feeling the Saturday vibes. Telly, what is going on, girl?
Woo! You know, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and we're going to try our absolute best to make sense of it. Hey everyone, it's me, Telly. I'm so happy to be here with my crew. We are gonna dish it and we're gonna try our ultimate best. It will be hard because we're gonna be like, common sense is not that common, but anyway, Sheba girl, tell me who you is, girl.
Yeah, so there's a lot. So I am Sheba, they call me Sheba. I'm the final female member of the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew, and my partner in crime and in life is going to introduce himself.
Hello. It's Robbie 3 times in the building, and happy to be here. Happy Saturday, everybody, and let's get on to it.
So the first part of this show is going to have a theme, and you're going to see in the next. We're just going to start with a story that's in the news, and everybody needs to talk about it. Everybody is talking about. Rob and I were talking about it. So we're going to get to it. A couple broke up this week, and to be honest, to most people, it wasn't a surprise, and that's Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. It has been announced that after a year and a half together, they have broken up. I titled this picture "For the Streets" because that's what I think Lori Harvey is. I'm done.
Well, girl, honestly, where's the lie?
Exactly. And quickly, shout out to Radio Region, syndicated through iHeartRadio. Love y'all. Thank you for replaying our shows every Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern time on internet radio. Check us out there, Not Your Typical Girl Talk. Listen, this lasted a lot longer than we all thought it would. Let's admit it, right? Like, this lasted a lot longer. And I also want to say this. Not every woman, unfortunately, not every woman is like Sierra, right? Not every woman knows of a good thing when they got it.
But it was this. Remember when everyone first heard that she was going to be dating, that she was dating Michael, and everyone was like, "Whoa, from Future to Michael, like it's clearly like night and day. Like this is a major upgrade."
He's a thespian actor. Like he is like a Shakespearean.
He's Killmonger.
Basically, white people really love Michael B. Jordan.
He's highly educated. Like, he's not just some dude that was like, I'm going to be an actor. No, he is trained, educated, went to university. Like, he is the top tier of an actor. He is the complete opposite of what we would see in future.
Diddy and Diddy's son.
And his son and Trey
at the same time.
songs.
Same time of that Italian trip, remember? Y'all.
Yes. Just for those on the radio who do not know, she dated a father and son. She dated Diddy and his son. Went on a trip while dating one of them. I don't know which one it was. But father and son.
And that's the dry part, because it's like, okay, this man though, Michael B, looked at Lori.
Girl, you know what you said.
Subconscious can't lie, I guess. So Lori, whatever. Either way, Michael looked at her and said, you know what? I want to be with this girl. I can help her. I will mold her into what I know she could be. This man spent money.
I know.
Helped her with her businesses. She was leveled up. People were actually saying, oh yeah, Lori Harvey, do you know she's dating so
yeah.
She was getting up the social ladder.
Started getting picked up by fashion magazines.
People were looking at her in a different light. It was like, oh, who cares what she did in the past? She's with a real good man now. We forgive her for all of that. And then this curveball comes out of nowhere. But we all knew it was going to happen, because rumor on the street says, you know, he's 35, Michael B. And this man does not want to be having kids in his 50s. Who wants to be walking around as a 50-year-old holding a baby?
No one.
He'd rather have his kid now while he's young. So by the time he is 50, his kid will be like graduating from something. She's 25.
Yes.
This girl doesn't want the mommy life. She doesn't want the wifey
Obviously
life.
not.
She's for the streets. She went, I don't know, we were talking about this in our call, how the streets was calling her so hard.
The streets where they said,
right?
Lori.
Oh, the streets.
Michael
They're calling
was behind
me.
her.
The streets are calling me. I can't let go.
I mean,
The streets called her and she answered. Listen, here's my issue though with the women who are defending her about the fact that she's 25. There are women who are saying she's 25 and she's beautiful and she's successful. Correct. On
Right.
all fronts. She is stunning.
She is. She's a
Stunning.
gorgeous girl.
But
Beautiful
25 quickly turns to 30, quickly turns to 35, quickly turns to 40, quickly turns to your eggs are shriveled up and your Vivica A. Fox.
and you're lucky if you end up looking like Vivica A. Fox at that age.
Vivica A. Fox don't look like Vivica A. Fox.
No.
No.
It's because she's not wearing that crazy grandma wig.
Girl.
Y'all remember those stupid grandma wigs she designs?
So at some point, she's going to have to settle down. And the issue is, this is why women have to be careful about taking advice from other women. She doesn't want pom-pom. She's looking for a man. Therefore, it doesn't matter what other women say and what applauding her. You know what matters? What men see. Robbie, 3 times. You want to see what you see. You want to talk about it in your segment.
Steve Harvey sold black women millions of books on relationships, and he ain't taught Lori nothing.
Zippity zoo.
There you go.
I mean,
There you go.
But she is an anomaly.
facts.
I'm gonna put her in a whole different category. But again, it just points out she got black women to turn on Michael B. Jordan.
No, not us 3 though. Yes.
No, not us. No.
They
Not
were
us.
trying
No.
to
We're
say
team
down
Michael B.
low.
I'm here for Michael B.
Down
on this side.
low. He is only into white women.
amazing to
That
me.
was a contract. All kinds of crap they've been saying, because this for the streets girl has decided again she doesn't want to mess up her womb. She doesn't want to be settled. She thinks that there is better for her than Michael B. Jordan. The issue is the men who would have been better for her are now looking at her like, oh no.
Oh no.
Michael B. bring without looking dinged up, and again, he took the credibility shot out of all.
Thank you. He
He did.
did a credibility shot.
Yes, he
He
did.
did. Yeah, he
He's the
absolutely
one.
did.
Credibility shot in this breakup, and it's just like, man, But again, ladies kind of reveal themselves. Y'all be saying Sierra's prayer and still be banging Future.
Let's talk about Sierra for a second. Here's the thing. I think Sierra was even smart enough to know that when she went from Future to Russell, that if she didn't settle down with Russell, the streets would have been calling her in a very different way. Right?
Exactly.
Sierra was smart enough to go, I snagged me a wholesome, amazing, like people, the NFL loves Russell Wilson.
Boring.
The NFL loves Russell Wilson,
right?
He is wholesome, Christian, all of that. If she could have that man who took her with a Future baby, there was nothing for her. So she was smart enough to be like, oh no, wrap this up with a bow. Again, Lori Harvey's got a father who's going on making movies. There's been 2 movies. There's been all of that. And he's taught his daughter nothing.
Nothing. Taught his daughter nothing.
It all went right over her head. Like, nothing.
But then he's trying to say, oh, I need to learn from the kids to run. What is she running from? What's
she running from?
Michael B. Jordan.
Can I say something?
From,
and here's the thing. What women need to do, and I'm very different. Telly and I, like, if we were to sit here and list what we like in men, you'd all be laughing because people would look at us and say we're out there, like we like to go out, we like to do stuff. I like, to be honest, in my opinion, I like men that are boring.
Yeah, I love boring.
I like men that put their glasses on in the morning and pick up the newspaper and read the newspaper, right? And they sit there and they're like, well, I'm watching the stocks today.
Yeah, because that way, all
eyes
are on you.
Right. And I know that man is not going to embarrass me in the future. So the Russells, the Michael B. Jordans,
the Denzel Washingtons, I welcome them.
You know, all of these boring men, I'm here for it. I think these are the best ones. And these women keep on being like, oh, I need, and fine, say Sierra's prayer. Are you ready to take on what you get with Sierra's prayer?
No!
Because Sierra decided, hey, I want better in my life. Where was Sierra for the past couple of months? She was at the White House. She's hosting things with her man. She's all over the place. NFL has got her on a, look at this wonderful woman. She is everywhere now because she has picked up on the fact that being with a man like this is only elevating her career.
I'll give you a better example because Sierra is on the cover of Sports Illustrated this edition. So stay tuned to that whole situation. I don't know how Russ actually feels about that. But Gisele Bundchen, she was the best model in the world. And Tom said, sit down. And she sat down.
And was his wife.
And look at her career now.
She left Leonardo DiCaprio, which is AKA the streets.
More valuable now because she doesn't do it very often.
So when she does, they pay her
big. Right.
I'm sorry, y'all. Like, there's so many examples of women that said goodbye to the streets and are with men that actually value them and love them. This is just happening too often, where women do the Sierra prayer. They don't want to change their life to even be the Sierra prayer. Right. And on top of that, they want a Russell, but they also want
a Future.
They also want Stevie. They also want
Pookie from the block.
And here's the thing.
They want Future.
I do want to say that 25, like, okay.
I don't get it.
I have a lot of girlfriends that are actually a lot younger than me. And I feel that's because my inner child, my eternal child is out here on the streets. But I got a lot of younger friends, got a lot of friends that are between the ages of 21 and 30. And I'm going to say it, but a lot of my white girlfriends, they met the love of their lives at like around 24, 25. And then they got married by 26, 27 and had a baby by 30. So why are we out here telling 25-year-old women that
they're too young for
they're too young?
Too young.
And apparently, this is my last comment because we're going to move on to the next break.
Yeah.
This is my last comment. People need to stop saying that these people were dating. They were not dating. Black women are out here saying, well, this is what happens when you date. This is not dating. Okay, dating multiple people, seeing where things go. This was a full-blown relationship.
They were living together.
They were living together. Cohabitation. We are in cohabitation.
Right.
It's not a dating. We're not seeing. We know where things are going. When he asked me to move here and move in, He knew
that's a
in
relationship.
future, not for me to do, for us to play house for a year and then do what?
Girl, I don't know what's wrong with
Wanted
people.
to make her a wife, and she wanted to finish ticking off her bucket list.
Thank you.
That's
Good
all.
luck to her, and good. Actually, I wish her nothing. Before telling
We're not wishing her nothing.
I wish
We're
her.
wishing her nothing.
I wish her. Actually, you know what? I wish her an eternal life of futures. That is what I wish.
Because that's what she wants.
That's what she
That's
wants.
yeah, because that's
Girl,
exactly what she
we
wants.
wish
I mean, I
you
hope she would make
eternal
better life
life.
choices.
Maybe when she's older, she'll realize what she did have, and maybe she'll make her life better. I don't know.
After she's been run through by eternal life.
By a truck.
I'm
A truck
just saying,
named Future.
listen, Vogue wasn't paying any attention to her. She wasn't at no Vogue
She was at no Met
after
Gala.
party before Michael B. So that's all I gotta say.
She was not at Met Gala before.
And we move on. Someone who I think didn't want to enter his birthday with any bad vibes, broke up with his girlfriend, was Kanye West. So news hit that Kanye West broke up with his 65th girlfriend since leaving Kim Kardashian, and he did it right before his birthday, because his birthday
Right
was
before
June
his
the
birthday.
8th, and it was like June the 7th or 6th that this was announced. And I said to the ladies, I think Kanye is smart enough to realize he wanted to leave whatever happened in the previous year behind, including number 65, and just move into this new year with something. So they broke it up. Yes, she did.
Thank you, Rob. What about the Yee tattoo?
She a idiot.
Idiot is how you spell
It's still
yay.
fresh. The Yee tattoo.
It's not even healed up yet, y'all.
She's a idiot.
I saw Lori Harvey available.
Hey, you know what? I'm sure the PR companies they're gonna work something out.
Robert, sit up. And no, it's not because
Maybe he broke up with her too because of the whole Kim and Pete moving in together.
Here's the
Maybe that's
thing.
why he broke up with what's her
Yeah,
face.
and you know what? Not even Kim Kardashian looks like Kim Kardashian right now. So, you know, she's gone and got rid of the
She got out her
bust, and
BBL
she's a
apparently.
blonde now, so whatever. But the whole thing with me is that we really just need Kanye to reinvent his dating life. Like, can you please stay away from these kinds of women now?
That
Like,
was
stop.
exactly the same. He needs to go to an island, to a country in Africa. He needs something different. Like, and Rob said it best on the show, right? Kanye needs someone who's about Kanye and not about Kanye's wealth. Like, they need someone who is about Kanye. They need someone who, if Kanye says he's moving to Wisconsin and they're going to be in a hut with whatever so he's gonna make a new album, guess what? She's there and she's all about him, and she's making sure he takes his meds or doesn't take his meds, and she's doing everything she needs.
That's it.
She doesn't have Instagram, she doesn't have Twitter, she doesn't have anything. She is literally about Kanye. And that's what he needs, because that's what he wants. That's what he wanted from Kim. But Kim, well, we know what Kim's for. So
Yeah.
I just, I'm all for it. I love Crazy Kanye because he's a better musician. Like, his music has just been a lot better lately since he's been going through all of this crazy stuff. And more power to him, Was she even surprised?
No, none of us were. First of all, I was surprised it lasted this long.
Like, she had to know.
I agree.
Girl.
That's why I don't understand the tattoo.
They've got rental contracts.
Don't make permanent decisions
on temporary feelings and moments. This was a contract.
No. And it just, again, kind of like Ye, like, kind of like Future, like, okay, if Future is such a bad guy, why does he have access to so many women? Like, why is he probably smashing somebody's future baby mama?
Oh, yeah.
Because women allow it, because women are crazy.
Okay.
It's like we have this weird thing inside of us. You're like, oh, I can change him.
Or some women, yeah.
I can change him.
I don't understand this whole I can change someone.
Can't change anybody. Stop.
People change because they want to change. And I think that, what's her name again? Shay or Shaw?
Shaney
Next.
Jones.
The thing is that I believe women get caught up in the idea of Kanye. Kanye is a very artistic rapper. He's involved in fashion.
He's very intelligent.
He's very intelligent.
He's
very
a very,
well-spoken.
very cool guy. Kanye's a
nice
very cool
guy.
man.
He seems like a nice guy.
He's,
overall, it's like I like him.
He's a very cool
as a
guy.
person. Like
Absolutely.
He's one of the people on the list for sure that I would love to
yeah.
meet in person
Absolutely.
and sit down and have a cup of tea with, because I think he's very fascinating.
He's a very interesting guy.
But the thing is that a woman needs to come in there and take him as he is and deal with it. There are women out here that believe they can change Future. They can change Kanye.
They can change Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy. They believe they can come out here and change these guys. And I'm like, you all haven't been watching them for like the past 20 years. There is no changing these men. This is them. This is how they are. So this is why I feel he needs, like go to Africa or go to Germany and find some Black German girl that literally speaks very little English and go find her and have a relationship, because I think that would actually work.
Yeah, he needs someone to love him as hard as he loves himself. That's what Kanye needs.
Lyrics for their songs, like Kanye is literally telling this woman the same thing that he's probably been telling women for like the last 12 years. It's change what? Like, these guys aren't making up stuff to be with these
women.
They're
not, honestly, and we're
not. And that's why I'm putting it on them. Like,
that's why it's funny.
Not lying to these
That's
men
why it's
to
funny.
be with them.
That's why it's funny.
Telling them he loves them.
Listen.
Exactly.
Listen, we're literally, this is not a part of the show, but Garcia sent us an article, okay, between Diddy and the new girlfriend. Is she a city girl? She's a city girl.
She's a city girl.
I'm going to read you verbatim this conversation.
Please read this conversation, because I literally cried a lot.
Listen to this. So Diddy was a guest on Young Miami's Carisha Please podcast show, and he confirmed that they're indeed a thing, although he's technically still single. During the interview, Miami asked Diddy about his relationship status, and he responded, "I'm single, but I'm dating." Then she said, followed up by saying, so what we is? And Diddy made things more clear. He says, we date, we're dating, we go have dates, we're friends. That we go to exotic locations, we have great times, we go to strip clubs, church. Church, responded Miami. I would take you to church, said Diddy. I love that, she responded. Later in the interview, she said that her status was that, you single, but we go together, said Miami. So how would you feel if I be telling people that I'm single because we go together? Hold on, Diddy said. We go together now?
Ooh.
And she said, real bad.
Listen.
I know these guys are not lying. Kanye, Future, Diddy, these guys are not making it.
This man, that was her podcast show.
Okay?
That was her
on her show.
Smooth talking.
On her show.
Her own podcast. And he said
Diddy
that.
said, we go together now? Like he said, we go together now?
You're just making up stuff on this podcast right now.
I already told you, we date, we go to exotic locations. What is this other stuff? Do things again.
What's crazy is she's trying to be cute.
And
she
he's like,
probably she would have had the same conversation if it was just the two of them.
Oh.
She decided to be cute and have it on the podcast. And then she winds up getting angry and frustrated because she's looking embarrassed because he's not claiming her in the way that she's wanted to. But look, a lot of especially successful men understand there is only two maritals. There's single and there's married. You know what I'm saying? So if he's not claiming her as a wife,
then we do not go together.
We don't.
Listen, Diddy,
all of that.
Diddy was fast to claim J-Lo and Kim Porter and Cassie before claiming
and wasted like
Miami.
12 years of Cassie's life. 12 years. So she did waste it. She did. But even for the women who think that he wasted it, they still watched it happen and they're still signing up to date.
Yeah.
I would never.
Listen.
Yeah.
Cassie is beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. If she couldn't change him as Diddy as he truly is as a person, who are you?
Kim Porter couldn't change him. All the baby mamas couldn't change him. Kim Porter.
So who are you?
Couldn't change him.
Who are you?
So why is Mammy mad? Bars. Why is Mammy? That should be her new rap. Why is Mammy mad? What?
So,
What did she expect?
Kanye, we'll see.
Yeah, Kanye.
I just think Kanye should literally. You know what would? This is what would work for Kanye. Kanye took his own DNA and then cloned himself in a female form to cater
of a woman
to Kanye.
Yes.
That's what would work for Kanye.
That's the only way it will work to be with Kanye.
That is the only way is for Kanye to see himself through his eyes as a female Kanye. I think that's Kanye. I'm gonna call you.
Kanye. Kanye and Kanye.
Listen,
I'm here for it. Help us, Lord. Kanye.
I'm just gonna put this one up because I had to go research it and girl bye. So,
oh gosh.
NeNe Leakes is being sued for $100,000 by her married boyfriend's wife.
Oh.
Apparently, in certain states, it's
that,
called alienation of affection.
I didn't know that was such a thing. I didn't know that was an actual law.
Oh yeah.
So
that's crazy.
So she's been living it up with her new boo.
Mm-hmm.
And the wife, because I guess he's so legally married.
That's called the homewrecker law.
Is that what it's called? The homewrecker law?
I just
on the street.
That's what it's called.
Basically,
homewrecker law.
Is if you wreck a home and she can prove it, you are liable, sis. She coming for you too.
So I'm just gonna read it quickly. So the wife's name is Malamine Co. She's filed legal documents alleging that NeNe has stole Naomi, that's the husband, and embarrassed her in front of the entire world. And she said for that, she needs $100,000. She's suing for mental anguish, emotional distress, and loss of affection. And the state of North Carolina, which I guess she resides, is one of the 7 U.S. states where the husband or wife can sue the side piece for financial compensation under what's known as alienation of affection.
Oh, yeah.
That's insane.
So my question is this, right? Okay, let's say NeNe wasn't in the picture, right? Wouldn't that have been some other woman anyway?
I would assume so, yes. But he left her before he met NeNe. Wait, they're still married though, right? Yeah, okay. So,
it's still legal.
They're still legally married. Okay.
Hold on. Ladies, this law is to protect you. What are y'all talking about?
How does it protect me?
I'm just.
I'm
this law because this is America.
So ridiculous.
This is the land of.
I don't know if Canada has a law like this, but I highly doubt it.
I don't know if we have a law like that.
This is to protect you.
But how?
Yeah, how?
This sounds like a complete, no offense, but it sounds so American to have a law where you sue the
mistress,
girl.
Or
this
I don't
is
want
some foolishness on the internet.
Doesn't love me anymore.
But I'm gonna sue the.
It's your fault.
Okay.
He wasn't leaving me before you.
What?
And so I am responsible for his actions, even though he committed to you.
No accountability to American women. It is even protected by the courts in this country to keep women from being accountable for their actions.
But she was. But if I with my $0.00, she wouldn't be suing me for $100,000. She's only doing that because it's NeNe. I don't think she would have sued it.
Right. She
was
NeNe.
Right.
That's the point.
But why not sue the husband? He left her.
Oh, she's coming for him.
This is stupid.
Ladies don't do that. She's trying to collect all the checks.
Yeah,
all the checks.
But she's starting with NeNe first.
Right.
NeNe has the most money.
Ladies, a man doesn't leave you solely just because another woman came in his face. He left you because he doesn't want to be with you anymore.
With you.
He doesn't want you anymore, and he wants either that person, the next person after that. He just doesn't want you anymore, and you cannot sue. I can't. I'm done.
That's why I'm like, it doesn't. It would have been another woman anyway. It would have been the waitress at the local restaurant down the road.
Yeah.
Like,
look, he don't want Nene. It's inflation is high, gas is high, and his liquidity was impacted by this market. And he know Nene got a bag.
I'm done with you.
Okay.
He's doing it for security. He's dating Nene a security blanket.
I didn't know that.
I'm done with you. I'm done with you.
He's dating her for money.
And I'm out here like, yes, I need a woman with a strong portfolio.
Well, you know, I think Rob was onto something because I mean, women do it to men all the time. So I mean,
oh, definitely, Nene is more attractive because she's literally a multi-millionaire. I mean, if you don't mind Sharp, overtly heterosexual women would date her just for the lifestyle.
For the lifestyle.
Like she's an influential entrepreneur, reality star. Yeah. So yeah, I get it.
Well,
you're also
listen, I don't know what to wish this woman. I think that law is ridiculous. I get it. I get it. It's probably mostly southern states, I'm guessing. Who I just girl, get some therapy. Talk
to therapy and get a new man. That's all.
And
move
find
on,
you a
girl.
new man. Get you the JJ Steam. Do you, girl? But but that ain't it.
Get it tight and right.
We are
Get it
going to
tightened.
the first segment of 3 minutes with Robbie 3 times. Hola, so I can have it and go.
All right, so I could probably spend the whole 3 minutes on Lori Harvey because again, she is future right now. There's nothing sticks to this woman. Nothing she does can be wrong. I remember vividly when she got with him, everyone was like, Michael B. Jordan, watch out, man. This could end badly. And they weren't talking about for Lori. Because somebody will put their arm around Lori as soon as he left her alone. Like I said, don't be surprised if Ye got the Twitter notification and was like, yeah, what's her name? Cancel that. See what's going on with that. To the shot at least, because why not? You know what I'm saying? She's the type of woman that would fit the brand, what he's trying to do with himself, you know? So this woman can do no wrong. Best of luck to you. You know, I hope she's gonna not be looking like Vivica Fox and running around here crazy, but chances are she is, because again, there's gonna be no shortage of men giving her attention. But after this one, I can't see too many dudes having intentions towards her. Like, seriously. Like, you're kind of foolish. If Killmonger couldn't make it work, how in the hell you think you stand a chance? She's talking about her career and stuff. Like,
exactly.
So, yeah. And Kanye, you know, like I said, I just love Ye, man. You know, do your thing. She probably had a severance package, so it should be okay. And she'll probably wind up with a dude better off than she would have got a dude before she started dealing with Kanye. So she like monkey branched in the right direction, and more power to her too. It's just unfortunate that, you know, there's not a lot of notice. It's kind of like playing pro sports when you're dating rappers. It's like you could get cut at any minute, you know, there's no job security in that whatsoever, you know. It is what it is. And Nene Leakes, man, like, this is kind of an opportunity to make some jokes at the fellas. Because, again, if this... Man, look here. If y'all can say that this man's intentions is because this is the most beautiful woman he's ever met, and he just is...
Stop, yo! Just stop! Cut it out!
Stop it. They are both in their 40s, almost 50s.
Cut it out!
He co-signed for that line of credit, and that's why that smile big as hell like it is. Like, look at it.
He has a gentle smile. The gentle smile.
We're cutting you off. 3,
cash it in.
2, 1. We're done with you, right?
He has that gentle smile.
All he needs is the thumbs up, and it's like the perfect photo.
Y'all are horrible.
You know what, Darcy? Tell the people that.
Hello, everyone. everyone. Thank you for joining us on Not Your Typical Girl Talk, where we try to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. We replay our show on Radio Regent, syndicated through iHeartRadio.
That's awesome.
On Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So check us out on Internet Radio. Thank you again for joining us. We're going to move on with the show. Let's go.
We haven't had this segment in a while, but this is a segment that people enjoy. And in our segment of What in the Caucasity, I bring you this foolishness. Burger King introduces Pride Month burger with 2 same side buns. So now for the month of June, when you go to Burger King, you will hear them ask you top or bottom. And let's talk about why Burger King started.
Hold on. I'm not an expert on all things gay, but isn't it top and bottom like a normal burger?
Yes!
Yes.
It's not 2 tops together and 2 bottoms.
So maybe they're trying to say same sex with the same size of the bun. It's just a horrible. They were
Horrible idea.
rainbow-colored buns. What is up with corporate America and the pandering?
Thank you.
We had Juneteenth. We got tops and bottoms of buns, and not to mention it's gonna make for either a very sandwich one way or the other. Like,
Well, listen, Robert, this is what they wanted. They wanted to represent and promote equal love and equal rights. It's meant to put a smile on our faces and to remind us to treat each other with respect and peace.
No, it's
How is that respectful?
I'm so confused. How does this using the same side bun represent love and peace? Just put up a flag.
And respectful.
Put up the flag next to the Burger King flag and be done with it. That's all.
Rename it Burger Queer for the month.
I mean, anything
Even
at this
that
point.
is better
Put
than
a little rainbow flag on top
the
of
bun.
the burgers.
But
What
why
is
the
this?
top and the bun?
What is this?
Why?
I don't want this.
I remember.
I don't want that
I
either.
don't
remember
want this.
When I saw that, I literally said out loud, I said,
have
this
to
is
get that?
stupid.
Can't you just get a regular burger? And
I think you can get a regular burger. I think it's called the Pride Month burger.
This is
I
stupid.
want the
The
Pride Month.
Pride Month burger.
And then
And I
they
think-
will ask you 2
Listen.
tops or 2 bottoms. They'll ask you
Girl, I'm
top
done
or
with
bottom.
you.
so they
I
want
am
to
not-
identify in a
I am not a
drive.
part.
Well, you have to
I
say
am not
top
a
or
part of
bottom.
that community. I'm not a part of that community.
No,
However,
but
I find
come
this
on.
to be very offensive.
That's
I am a part of
That's
the
what I'm saying. They
community,
want you
and
to
I find it
identify
offensive.
I can imagine them being very upset with this. This is not called for. That's not. Come on.
on top. And give
No.
me my food. And it's not even free. So like they're just pandering to the gay community
Yeah.
to get in their person.
But the gay community isn't happy.
They didn't ask for that.
They didn't ask for that. Why don't they take money
Alright.
and proceeds to for
Hey.
young people that are going through difficulties with their
Or
sexuality?
listen,
Why don't they do something like take the money
We
and give
have-
it to a charity
we
that's
have-
meant for pride?
we
Do
have
that.
bullying. We
Yeah.
have all of this stuff going on. How about just saying, look, buy a Whopper
You're
and
helping
proceeds
the
from that will
community.
be going towards these shelters and these places that help youth in the LGBTQ
Do
plus
that.
community. That sounds okay to me.
I'm
Because
telling you, Burger King and Walmart, they're going through it, yo. This is not a good time.
they need to
No.
revamp their hiring process, because again, we are all in corporate or have been at some point in our life, and we are all in meetings where decisions have been made that will impact the company. We have talked about way too many companies where people are sitting there, and someone said there were multiple people. I've been in meetings where there are 10 departments and 2 people per department, so 20 people in a room. So let's assume they had all kinds. They had the marketing department, they had the financial department because it had they had the leadership, so they had the directors and the people had to come together and say that this was okay. And then once that was okay, they had to go through the different process. And no one along the line said, guys, I think this is offensive.
Even if someone was thinking this is a bad idea, they said absolutely nothing. Because they were like, well, I don't want to lose my job, so I'll just sit here and watch
like
the plane
idea.
crash.
This was definitely like the CEO, the chief marketing officer. This was someone very high up's idea. So everyone.
Oh yeah,
very
just, high up and very straight.
You know what?
A very straight person thought this up. So straight that they was a very straight man that thought this foolishness up.
Straight,
very
white,
straight white
straight
man.
and white
Thought of this foolish
man.
We can support,
and Southern.
We can support
and Southern
marriage by giving them two of the same kind of bonds.
It's no damn sense.
It's
no.
This is literally actually the worst.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it's the dumbest idea of all time.
Not Burger Queer, not like make Burger King dining rooms official safe spots for grinder meetings or nothing like that. Like nothing. Nothing in my actually.
Girl, yeah, you know what? Before we get cut off, let's move on to the next thing. They're gonna come after us.
Radio Region, we love you.
Burger King is like, oh, is that what y'all think about us?
Nothing that would actually help you.
I don't trust Burger King.
Okay,
I don't trust them.
So
We're gonna cut us off.
Yeah, we're done. So apparently, Rob, this is a trend, and I don't think you would like me following it, because it's blasphemous. But apparently, if I don't like the fact that the Bible says, as a wife, I should submit to you, I can just rip out the page, and then I can roll some weed up in it, and I can smoke it. So for those on the radio, it says, a woman has sparked controversy online after she ripped off the part of the Bible asking wives to be submissive to their husband and used it to smoke weed. And for those of you who are not very religious or do not know that part of the Bible, I actually have a snippet of it so people can understand not only what it says for wives to do, but what it says for husbands to do. So I'm quickly going to read it. This is Ephesians 5:22-33, but in verse 22 it says, wives, submit yourselves to your own husbands as you do to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head of the church, his body of which is the Savior. Now, as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. It then further goes on to say, husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. In this same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. After all, no one ever hated their own body, but they feed and care for their body, just as Christ does the church, for we are members of his body. I'm going to stop there. That is number 30. But again, I get there was all these comments from women about, yeah, she did the right thing, because who's going to say that we should submit to our husbands and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, listen, I get it. I get what you want to say. But a lot of these women who are having these comments, this woman, let me tell you something. This woman was not in a running to be nobody's wife. This woman right here was not in the running. No, there were not a lineup of suitable men trying to marry her.
No, there weren't.
You know, I'm really tired of selective hearing and selective reading. You know, I'm tired of it, because what it's doing is it really does make us look like we have no IQ whatsoever. It makes us look like we're stupid. You read one line in the entire Bible, and based upon that, you have decided to go blaspheme yourself based on the one line. You didn't care to say, let me continue to read the next 3 lines.
Oh, no, she has no time for that, Car. She has no time for that. The weed. The weed's calling. She has to smoke up fast. There's no time for that. But what bothers me too, and I think is hilarious, is that, okay, She ripped out that part of the Bible. What? So no longer.
Yeah.
stands?
So there are no other Bibles on the planet.
She's gonna have to go through every single Bible, go to every single church.
And what are you saying? Oh, what are you saying? Are you saying, oh, forget you, God? That's what you're saying.
That you agree with God up to a certain point. I love the Lord with all my heart, but I don't like that part. And these are the same women. They're like, why can't I get a man? Lord, I've been saying Sierra's prayer for all these years, and I'm still here, barren, and I'm praying, and I'm smoking my weed.
We're done with them.
I don't understand, King Jesus.
We're done with them.
Where's my man? Gee, I wonder.
We're done with them.
Gee, I wonder where your man is.
Girl, we don't actually have anything else to say. Telly just said all we need to say. We'll just rob you, because it gets worse. And it's actually worse. No, this is actually worse. Telly said what she needed to say. That is the truth. You're ripping up Bibles, but then turning around to the same Jesus you don't really respect, asking for the man who will. Okay, all right, we're done.
Don't respect weed either.
Here is. I just know if I ever did this, I would lose my life. So I said to the lady in this next clip, I said, if this, oh my God, what is wrong with our remote won't go back? Stop. Okay, we're turning off for a second. So the next clip, for those who are on the radio, let's just say it was one of the most shocking, most disrespectful thing we've ever seen a woman do after she found out that her person was cheating on her. If somebody cheats on you, we would not recommend doing what this lady has done. And we're going to go to it and we're going to show the clip. And okay, all right. So we're going to pause it and we're going to read. He cheated, so she threw his mother's ashes in the river. So this man cheated on this woman, guess her race, and she decided that she was going to take the urn with his mother's ashes from wherever that man was keeping his mother close to him, go to a bridge, open the urn, throw the ashes out, and then throw the urn into the water. I proceeded to say, if I ever did that after Rob's mom had passed away, he would proceed to take me to the same place I threw his mother and throw me.
Girl.
Yep.
But show the follow-up real quick. You might as well.
There's no follow-up.
Oh, there isn't?
No. It's not the same. It's not the same girl. Not so. They're saying that she was arrested, but the reports are it's not even the same girl in this video.
This is a trend.
This is a trend of taking out your failed relationship on your
Deceased
mother's dead ashes.
I wonder where they mama.
What? So if a girl, let's say the mother was buried in an actual cemetery, what was she gonna do?
They go
and take a dump on her tombstone?
Probably.
What did mom do to you? What did his mom do to you?
What did deceased mother do to you?
And that was my question. I was like, wait a minute. What did his deceased mother do to you?
What did she do to you? Whatever happened to simply saying, yo, I'm breaking up with you and just leaving? Whatever happened to that? Is that too easy to do? Girl.
No, she has to hurt him because he hurt her.
But he didn't kill anybody and take he didn't take her dead dogs to the ashes and throw it out. I don't understand why she thought this was okay.
But there are other ways to make an impact.
The level of disrespect to me that's a lot. This is this man's last memories of his mother. He looks at his mother, that urn, every day. Everybody does some things different. Some people put it in a pendant and carry it around their neck. There are different things that people do. This man had he clearly loved his mother. It was all he had left of his mother. Wow. And she took all he had left of his mother and then the audacity to record yourself and put it on the people on the internet.
Why are you sharing this
clout
with the world?
You also want clout for being disrespectful and blasphemous.
What you're saying, come on, everyone, all the women that's been cheated on, go and grab your cheating boyfriend or cheating husband's deceased relative and take their ashes and throw it across the land.
What bothers me about this story and the last story we just read with the whole smoking the Bible, the lack of respect that Black women have. Do you know that as Black women, we are the queens? We're supposed to be the most virtuous women on the planet. How have we become so disrespectful? This is very sad.
This is disgusting. That was not called for. Smoking up the Bible, taking this man's mother's ashes and dashing it across the
would a queen ever do that? No.
Oh my God, these are new age queens.
No, girl. These are not queens. These are bad bitches. These are the boss bitches. These are bad.
Whatever.
Bitches.
You stay there and be
But they're also broke. So they're broke, badass bitches. They got no money.
Yeah,
what's the point of being a bad bitch if you ain't got no money? You're a broke bad bitch money.
No woman
got
with
no
respect.
money.
No woman with respect would have ever done
You're
that.
a broke bad bitch.
Listen, Garcia, when you said those words, chills went through my body. Chills. Because that is so true. How far we've fallen from grace. Everything,
and they wonder why people don't respect us.
Everything in this world came out of
a
Black woman. And now, in this new age, smoking weed, using the Bible, throwing people's ashes, running over your boyfriend because he's cheating, leaving good eligible men to be out on these streets. These are now things that people are applauding. I don't applaud that. I don't applaud it. Robert?
I'm starting to question some of these cheating allegations, because cheating implies a relationship.
That part. And a lot of these women get relationships in their head.
Young Miami and Puffy, she clearly, so if he has another woman, he's cheating.
Yes.
But he clearly doesn't think he's cheating.
But we've talked about this before. A lot of these women are in relationships with single men.
Thank you.
It's all in
their
their
head.
head.
Single men.
It's in their head.
In their mind, they're already married. There's a white picket fence. But in reality, that man doesn't claim you. He's dating 6 other women. So
this is like I just.
How's that cheating?
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
Question all this cheating, he cheated. First off, never mind. Y'all went from meeting to what she asked him if they were doing.
They were together. They go together.
They go together, yeah. So sounds awfully 93-ish to me right there. Hey, that's something I would expect Grant to ask the girl in his elementary school, to be honest with you. Do we go together? I know that grown folks were still okay with that status of so when you go to the barbecue, I'd be like, we go together?
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like these relationship statuses seem bogus, because all this and cheating implies relationship. And just because you have relations doesn't mean you're in a relationship.
Right.
Meaning
sex doesn't mean
relationship.
And that's what Puppy was trying to tell homegirl in that statement when he said, listen, in exchange for your pum-pum, we go on nice trips and I'll take you to church and we do stuff together.
Have to pay for it.
That's what that is.
What else do you want from me?
This is an exchange.
What else do you want?
It's an exchange of goods and services.
That's
it. A man who wants to be with you, trust me, I know a man who wants to be with me. He makes plans for the both of your lives, and you are part of those plans or you're not.
That's it.
And that's why Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey are not together. He had plans for their lives. She didn't want the plans. He didn't stick around and say, oh no, Lori, please, Lori. No. And he was out living his life again.
So you got to go. Because
I'm going this way, and the streets are calling you back that way.
This is where I'm headed.
That's a relationship. But a lot of these women, like a woman in a true relationship with that man would have never thrown his ashes away. Why?
No.
They would have had a foundation of respect in their relationship. And she would have understood how important that woman called his mother was. This was a woman he was seeing as he was seeing other people.
Yep.
That was not a relationship. I understand how important Robert's mother is to him. So God forbid that was the state of where she was right now. Like I said, if wherever I threw her, I would be meeting her there.
It's just a bad look. And like, again, I just default on my position of, like, this stuff can't all be cheating. Like,
it's not.
It's just ridiculous.
Agreed.
I fully agree.
She's just mad because she's girlfriend number 6 and she's not girlfriend number 1. That's
she ain't no girlfriend. She's
ain't a girlfriend. She's a mistress. She's just there.
She's just there.
She's
and
just
it's
there.
okay.
These women exaggerate.
And she's just mad because he doesn't want to push forward in their relationship. Yeah. Whatever this is that they're in.
It paints this narrative like all men are just silver tongued, whispering in your ear, sweet nothing. And all
y'all are not.
These men ain't doing all of that for these women. Like, come on, man. No. He was probably sweet talking to Rihanna, you know, but he meant it.
So, in our last segment, just go 3 minutes. Go on.
These stories are a little irritating, more so than the first ones. Like Burger King, why? Corporate America, just stop pandering. Like, please. Y'all get enough of our money anyways because we ain't got nowhere else to go. We're stuck with you, corporate America. We can't buy anything without dealing with you and engaging in you, so you have us where you want us. Stop pandering. Stop making us care. Like, think that you care about anything other than our money. And so, like, Burger King could have just easily said, we're just trying to drum up sales from LGBTQ people. It might have did a better job than these idiot two-sided buns, whoever came up with these. That's just ridiculousness. But corporate America, you don't even have to pander anymore. You barely have to advertise anymore. People are stuck. Look at the economy. Look at inflation. It's just going crazy. So anyhow, I don't even know how that became a story about the whole rolling up in Bible paper. One, she obviously does not have good marijuana because no one with good marijuana would be wasting it in Bible papers. They have better ways of addressing that. That sounds very low rent and very, like, you might be trying to clout chase, but I also think you were just trying to jazz up not having $2 for a cigar or something like that. That's kind of how I see that. I'm sorry. And then to the woman who threw the mom in the trash, like, again, you are trash. Like, I wish I could be more empathetic to modern women in the state that they're in. But unfortunately, most of y'all, most women have made it. This is what y'all dealing with. Look, men have responded to the market. Women set the market. It is a crime, no matter how much he likes you. If he just takes the goodies from you, it's a crime. You have to consent. You have to give it to him. So therefore, a man cannot get anything from a woman that she's not giving to him. You can blame him for, and I think, like, okay, there's like 10% of the time, you know, where dudes actually be lying and making up stories, and the stories are actually bad enough to be like, yeah, you really got a raw deal, sis. But usually, he ain't doing none of that. It's sis trying to make something into something else. Same way you can't turn Lord Harvey into Housewives.
And with that, Tally, talk to the people down.
Well, you know, thank you so much, everyone, for listening and for watching. Once again, we are the Not Your Typical Girl Talk crew. Thank you to Radio Regents for giving us the platform to share our message and trying to make sense of the foolishness on the internet. And there's a lot of foolishness, but we hope you enjoyed our take on how you can learn and hopefully not end up in the foolishness we just read to you. Once again, we want to thank Radio Regent. Listen to our show. It's syndicated through iHeartRadio, Radio Regent. Give us a listen to all of our past episodes. Find us on YouTube. Join our Facebook group. Use the same name, Magical Girl Talk. We got Karthia. I'm Telly. We got Queen Shiva. We got Robbie 3 times. Until next time, everyone. Bye. Everyone's going to dance it out. No, oh, wait, guys, look, it's 4:01. And we're still on the air.
We're still.
Oh, does this mean that we're no longer in Instagram prison?
I don't know.
Have we forgiven?